Bugatti was founded in 1909, and over the past century, the company created many legendary high-performance cars, with beautiful designs and setting unprecedented records in the motor industry. However, the journey of building some of the most impressive supercars in the world came with some difficult challenges. This is the evolution of Bugatti. Before Bugatti was founded, Ettore Bugatti was an apprentice at a bicycle manufacturer. At age 17, he designed a tricycle with an engine, the Type 1. However, he was more interested in cars than bicycles. At the time, cars weren't anything like we have today. This Porsche from 1900, for example, had a top speed of only 22 miles per hour. And it was expensive, with a price tag of approximately $4,000. That would be equivalent to about $130,000 today. Shortly after making the Type 1, Bugatti started designing the Type 2. In 1901, he finished his first car and even won an award from the French Automobile Club for it. A man named Baron de Dietrich was so enthusiastic about Ettore's first design that he put him in charge of car production technology at his company. In 1903, Bugatti designed the Type 5, which was a race car and an upgraded version of the Type 2. However, his boss didn't appreciate that he devoted so much energy to the production of race cars, and his contract was terminated in 1904. Bugatti made a few more cars before he founded his own company, named Automobili Ettore Bugatti. The company was founded in 1909. That is more than 110 years ago. The first real Bugatti was the Type 10. It was a small, lightweight car that was powerful enough to win races. In 1910, the Bugatti Type 13 was produced. It had the appearance of a toy, but surprisingly, the lightweight, four-wheeled dwarf outperformed many competitors in the Le Mans race and came in second at the event. This further established the name of the brand as a manufacturer of powerful automobiles. While the Type 13 could only reach 78 miles per hour, it had exceptional handling, steering, and braking. In total, 2,000 Type 13 units were made. In 1912, the Bugatti Type 18 was launched. It was an extremely powerful racing car with a 4-cylinder, 5-liter engine capable of reaching 99 miles per hour. At the time, that was an impressive top speed, since it was about the same speed as fighter planes could reach in the air. A special version of the car was named the Black Bess, which went down in motoring history as one of the first street-legal supercars. In 2014, Bugatti made a special version of the Bugatti Veyron, also named the Black Bess to honor the legendary car. This special model of the Veyron was priced at almost $3 million, making it one of the most expensive cars in the world. Fun fact, in total, 7 models of the Bugatti Type 18 were made, and only 3 are known to still be around, one of which was sold at an auction at Bonhams for a whopping $2.8 million. In 1913, Bugatti developed the Bébé, which was manufactured under license by Peugeot. The Peugeot Bébé was a very small car, hence the name, which is French for baby. When it first appeared at the Paris Motor Show, attendees were greatly impressed by the modern car that was cheap, small, and practical. The Bébé went on to become a huge success. In fact, more Bébé models were made than any other Bugatti model. In total, 3,095 units were produced. But then the First World War started. It stopped the production of Bugatti cars. Bugatti started designing engines for aircraft instead, since they were much needed in the war. In 1920, 2 years after the First World War had ended, a historical event happened when Ernest Frederick won Bugatti's first ever major race at the Grand Prix in Le Mans. 1 year later, an upgraded version of the Type 13 with 16 valves helped Bugatti win the top 4 spots at a race in Brescia. From that point on, the 16-valve Type 13 was nicknamed the Brescia. Another significant model was the Type 30, produced in 1922. It was Bugatti's first touring car. The car was designed to be suitable for both roads and racetracks. In total, 600 Type 30s were built. 1 year later, Bugatti designed a cartoonish-looking race car. However, the short wheelbase made it difficult to control the car, and the car's shape tended to generate lift rather than downforce. This resulted in a disappointing third-place finish at the French Grand Prix of 1923. In 1924, Bugatti's golden years started with the legendary Type 35 race car. It was designed to be light, strong, fast, and elegant. The Type 35 became one of the most successful racing cars of all time. Between 1924 and 1930, the legendary race car secured over 2,000 victories in various races. In 1925, the Targa Florio was one of the toughest and most famous road races. Bugatti didn't win this race just once, but an incredible 5 times in a row. The Type 35 could achieve speeds of over 134 miles per hour. According to Bugatti, no other car was as fast, beautiful, and safe as the 8-cylinder car. In 1926, Bugatti made the luxurious Type 38. It had 75 horsepower and could reach a top speed of 78 miles per hour. In total, 385 models were produced. Today, a total of around 40 of these cars are still in existence. For over a decade, it was Ettore Bugatti's dream to make the greatest and most luxurious car of all time. In 1926, this dream came true with the introduction of the Type 41 Royale. It is one of the largest cars in the world, measuring 6.5 meters in length. According to Bugatti, the Royale was the most expensive car of all time and still holds that title today. However, the production of this car coincided with the Great Depression, and due to the high costs, it almost ruined Bugatti. 6 units were made, but only 3 of them were sold to customers. Fun fact, in 1983, a Royale was sold at Christie's auction for a massive $8.7 million. Adjusted for inflation, that would be more than $23 million today, making it one of the most expensive cars ever sold. Bugatti unveiled the Type 44 in 1927. It had a 3-liter, 8-cylinder engine and was made for comfort. The Type 44 proved to be immensely popular and sold very well. In total, 1,100 Type 44s were built out of the 7,900 Bugatti cars that were built in total in the Molsheim factory. The Type 46 was a standard luxury car. It had a 5.4-liter straight-8 engine with an output of 140 horsepower. The model was a favorite of Ettore Bugatti, and it remained in production longer than might have been expected, resulting in 400 examples to be produced between 1929 through 1936. The Type 50 was a sporting coupe version of the Type 46, but it was significantly more powerful. While the Type 46 could reach a top speed of 99 miles per hour, the Type 50 was capable of reaching up to 110 miles per hour. Next came the Bugatti Type 55 in 1935. Surprisingly, the car didn't have any doors, which made it far less practical. The car was also criticized for being deafening to ride in. It became a very exclusive car since only 38 units were produced. In 2020, a Type 55 was sold at Bonhams auction for $7.1 million. One of the latest models released before the Second World War was the legendary Type 57. The car received an entirely new design created by Jean Bugatti, Ettore's son. It was a touring car with a top speed of 95 miles per hour. The car could be ordered in different models, including convertible and coupe. Multiple versions were made, including the famous Type 57G tank. The streamlined body was designed to improve aerodynamics. The tank won the 1936 French Grand Prix, as well as the 1937 24 Hours of Le Mans. Only 3 units were made, and only 1 still exists. It is displayed at the Simone Foundation Automotive Museum in Philadelphia. Another very special version of the Type 57 was made, called the Type 57 SC Atlantic. The name Atlantic is derived from a heroine in Greek mythology, Atalanta. The Atlantic was much faster than the original, with a top speed of 123 miles per hour, which is a 28 mile per hour difference compared to the original. Fun fact, the Type 57 SC Atlantic is an incredibly exclusive car since only 4 models were ever made. 3 are known, but the 4th is still missing. Bugatti estimated that this Atlantic model could be worth as much as $114 million. This would make it the most expensive car in the world, by far. In 1936, Ettore Bugatti was devastated when his workers from the Molsheim factory started a strike. He took this as a personal insult because he thought he had a special relationship with his workers and paid above-average wages. And more bad things happened to the company. When on 11 August 1939, Jean Bugatti died while test driving the Type 57G tank. As if this wasn't enough, World War II started, and the Germans forced Ettore to sell the Molsheim factory. After the war, the factory was returned to the Bugatti family, but due to a lack of funds, Bugatti was unable to develop a new product range. 2 years after the war, Ettore Bugatti passed away on 21 August 1947 at the age of 66. The company barely managed to stay in business. In 1951, the first Bugatti was made after the death of Ettore Bugatti. The Type 101 had the same engine as the pre-war Type 57. Due to financial problems, only 8 Type 101 cars were built before Bugatti completely stopped production. In total, approximately 7,900 Bugatti cars had been produced in the Molsheim factory in the 47 years since Ettore Bugatti founded his company. Fun fact, the Schlumpf brothers were avid Bugatti collectors. In total, they managed to acquire 98 Bugattis. This included Ettore Bugatti's personal Royale. When the brothers fled to avoid prosecution, the collection became state property. In 1982, a museum located in Mulhouse, France was built around the Schlumpf collection. The museum contains the largest and most comprehensive collection of Bugatti cars in the world. In 1987, an Italian entrepreneur and car dealer named Romano Artioli acquired the Bugatti brand and established the Bugatti Automobili S.P.A. The company moved from France to Italy. Artioli invited some of the best designers and engineers to help him turn his vision into reality. Some of these designers also worked on the legendary Lamborghini Miura, which you might remember from the Evolution of Lamborghini series. 2 years later, on September 15, 1991, the Bugatti EB 110 was released to mark the 110th birthday of Ettore Bugatti. It received a 3.5-liter Bugatti quad-turbocharged V12 engine, capable of going 213 miles per hour. The car was also very quick and able to go to 60 miles per hour in just 3.4 seconds. In 1994, Michael Schumacher purchased a yellow EB110 Supersport, giving the company a great deal of publicity. However, soon after, he accidentally crashed the car into a truck, and he blamed the inadequate brakes for the crash. Despite this, the car was repaired, and Schumacher kept the car until 2003. In total, approximately 140 units of this car were made. The EB110 was the only production model made by Artioli's Italian incarnation of Bugatti since the company went bankrupt. This almost became the end of Bugatti, but in the next episode we'll feature the revival of the Bugatti brand and the start of a new era with Bugatti creating some of the fastest and most expensive cars in the world. Subscribe to stay up to date with the latest Evolution animations.